When Teddy Blue hit town, the first thing he wanted was a good meal.
Talking about food, do you know what was the first things the cow country ordered to eat when he got into town? Oysters, celery, and eggs. These things were what he didn't get, what he was crazy for.
The oysters had to be brought all the way from New Orleans, and it was expensive. But a cowboy loved oysters. He probably thought, like Casanova, that they added to his macho abilities.
Whiskey, rye, whiskey, rye, whiskey, rye. If I don't get rye whiskey, I sure will die. Rye, whiskey, it's a whiskey I cry. If I don't get rye whiskey.
To Washington,
Just tend your own business. Now, I've seen him take drunken cowboys to the Grover's cottage in Abilene instead of licking them or shooting them, as lots of people claim that he did without cause. George Summers, Texas Trail Boss.
he can't know that in most instances, cowboys were just boys letting off steam.
These were young men. They were men in their late teens and early 20s who were just like boys are today. They had the same kinds of inclinations, the same hormones, and the same similar kinds of activities and pursuits.
Non-caffeine.
But I thought I'd make a try for my root hogger diet. She said, get some lemons, some good old rock and rye, and then I'll see what I can do for your root hogger diet.
Cowboys were romantic creatures in a sense. They
10 more years experience than this individual right here that's ripping this one off right now, you know.
Don't write anymore.
But
Papa is
white man is taking the art. Now, I call it art myself. I wish. I don't know what anybody else calls
I didn't
it.
expect to get one. And I'll go down and see her myself.
I call it
and say right there that nothing but death could
One.
see her.
It's like artistry. Each one's different.
The demand for beef
it's getting little.
like Stewart
Man.
the cattle barons. During the boom years, he and others sought investment money to expand their strengths, and they found it in the pockets of freewheeling foreign investors.
In the late 1870s and early 1880s, there came great capital investment in the ranching business. Eastern and foreign capital.
Well, he's getting into this.
Enterprises with the Industrial Revolution began to engage in speculation and investment in various enterprises in the West, including ranching.
By 1883, the cattle barons and ranching syndicates held 13 million acres of land and owned nearly 23 million head of cattle. Most owners of the syndicates lived far from cattle country, but that didn't stop them from coming up with rules of conduct for the cowboys. For cussing, drinking, and gambling, a cowboy could lose his job. Changes were
Back off.
definitely afoot.
Stupid camera.
Well, the invention of
Focus
barbed
is
wire
kinda
had an enormous impact on the
slow at
cattle
times.
industry. Barbed wire was used both by farmers to fence cattle off of property, but I think its primary impact really was its use by large ranchers to fence off range, which might in fact have been public property. Some of the big
Oh, I'm
ranches
still there, Ernie.
in West Texas ran as much as 6,000
Think I'm in a row?
miles of fence.
I don't know.
And there were plenty of predators outside. Tasteful. I wanted no more.
Almost got that lid.
Never wanted to own again an animal that I could not feed and shelter.
A lot of those cattlemen had borrowed money.
Yeah.
High prices, or they couldn't pay it back.
What happened to the other one?
And the whole industry used the barbed wire and windmills. So that
You could be a pig.
So that the movement of cattle could be controlled and upgraded.
In spite of the changes in the industry,
for a
expert
while.
riders
You
and
watch the
brokers
tape.
were still needed. But for many, it was getting tougher to stay in the saddle.
Got it all on tape.
Functional. You know what I'm saying?
It'll work and
It
would do what you want it to do.
Members of the Wyoming Stock Growers Association and some hired gunslingers.
What do you want Carl for?
Finally, Nick
I appeared at the door of the Capitol.
Dad, how do you put this on? Wait.
We got an intersection, right, Carl?
I know he'll meet and warmly greet boys that wait before.
Boys you read about.
Can I have it?
Yours.
No, because that wouldn't be nice for me to give away something Aaron gave to me. He wants me to keep it.
You never wear it.
Well, I know, but you can wear as much as you want, but it still has to stay mine.
Many of the other
Getting closer. Oh, it's a different tool even.
I'm fudging, I'm using the copper one.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, copper was around back then.
I could use that, but the stone is so hard, it must be easier.
You need something small, I think. Like that copper, thing. Back off here. Focused again.
That unit is turned off or beyond the range. What other number do you have?
Is that fire department?
Hey, Dad, you know what we had?
Lay it
One
down
of
there
my
in the
friends has that when I
leather.
spend
I want
the
to see what
night.
the tucker looks like.
My first time. No whale.
Oh man, that looks blue.
Dad,
What?
do you know whale?
Where, what? No, I don't remember.
Well, we had pancakes, sausage.
Joel's?
No, Scott's. We had pancakes, sausage,
The lids off.
and orange juice. The rest had tea because they liked it, but I don't.
I only have something to do tonight, man. It's just to make a copy of this tape. This is neat. This is LA stuff here. You can know this is how that was done. Unwaxed, though. That's important.
Yeah, that's just kind of tough to use.
What kind of sticks did they use, though, to make arrows?
I'm not sure. There's all kinds of different ones, but dogwood is one of the ones I know because the guy that was offering a course in it, you know, that was part of the description was that they were going to go out and get some dogwood for making the arrow shafts out of.
Instead of good quality, straight?
It doesn't seem to be, but what a dogwood I've seen, but then maybe it's a different species or something that he was using over there.
Donate the sperm to get my wife pregnant.
The top, but I had to, narrow it down a little bit.
Oh, that
I
baby's
wasn't
tiny.
for any of that, but that's how it started.
We're there for the putting it in the glass.
I guess that's the way it really worked. They didn't really know how big it was going to be until they started working on it.
Oh, a lot of them probably did. When they got better and
Yeah.
got good at what they did,
Yeah,
they could probably, predict what they were going to make before they even did it.
yeah.
And,
There. See, I got that.
Good one?
Got a good piece of that hump that I was trying to get off.
then to come try to hit the right day.
Almost got a little bit more, and I could take that little ridge off there. I'd be pretty happy with that.
Now, what do you do with these? You put them in a case, too?
I have. I give them away.
That's a pretty nice
I've got a friend
present,
that
man.
I've got a friend that takes a little silver wire and makes a tie on it.
Oh, yeah?
Puts one on
Oh,
the
okay. Makes a string tie.
Not for mine. I mean, he's done that and sold them.
Yeah.
Barely shocking me. Then I touched one of the metal posts with my other hand, and it let this big old shock through me.
Really? Electric fences are bad. I got one of those. I gave it to Ross. Remember Ross, Ernie?
Probably pretty much 3.
Isn't that the guy that farmers peed on?
I don't know what that story was all about. I think that story's been distorted many times. Oh.